That was what I was thinking when I saw the dance yesterday. Okay. Well, as soon as she found, well, I had to walk up and introduce myself. Well, she sounded so interested. Well, when I asked for her number, she gave me. Well, she was, giving me the green light. Well, all these things happen for my head. Okay. Okay, well, I don't think you want to try me because all that. Hey, no, baby. I don't think you want to try me because tomorrow down. You know what I'm saying? Of course.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry about that. This is Voice of FX Adventure, and I'm reaching you guys all the way from where it is, all the way from West Africa. And I want to say good morning to each and every one of you out there that is currently hearing my voice, currently joining live. And just in case you came across this video, maybe after the live streaming or during the live streaming, we do this every day, Monday to Friday. And basically, we spend our time here, look at the chart, analyze, and take any setup that we see that looks good for us to execute, right? So yeah, that's the brief intro on that. So on today, we have a couple of markets we have in mind that we want to engage in, or we would want to engage in, and so that's why I'm starting off this live streaming section. All right. Just so you guys know, to whom it may concern, I also have a Discord channel where I basically have a couple of people in the community already. Uh, we basically share ideas and trading setups and generally anything about trading. Right? If you want to join the Discord, it's totally free. Let me know in the comment section or in the chat section, and I will make the link available for you to join. Okay. For the guys that have been joining, like the old viewers or people that are already in the community, I say thank you for each and every one of you that have been, consistent. And I hope you guys have been taking good care of yourself, and you're making deliberate effort to grow and improve yourself. Generally, not only in trading but in generally, all right. And I hope you guys are living healthy because health is wealth, right? So in order not to waste time, I've already done the preliminary analysis and drawings, okay? Because I figured out my live streaming are very long, so I decided to limit it to whenever we have a setup. So I'll let you guys know, and that's why I always say if you're not subscribed to the channel, just subscribe, turn on the notification because that's the only way you'll get notified whenever we want to do this live streaming. And um, um, that's it. All right, we don't want to be keeping people here for a very long time. Ideally before now we do have a very lengthy live streaming section, but I've decided to make it shorter so that people that were not able to join the live stream will be able to revisit the video without having a very lengthy video to watch. Okay, so currently we are aiming to see if we can get a short sell on Euro USD. I've already done the analysis, right? And what I'm just waiting for now is a good entry, and we will jump on it. So basically, what I'm waiting for is if price can close below the 21 EMA there, all right? That's the 21 EMA right there looking at you. If I can get price to close below that, will I call it the orange line or the brown line? But yeah, that's orange line there. If price can close below it, we'll be going for a sell on Euro USD. Of course, your stop loss will be at that last swing high there. All right, your stop loss will be around that area right there, and that's what I'm looking for on Euro USD. As a matter of fact, that's the guy that actually captured my attention. Another guy I saw this morning, which we would also have a look at, is Canadian dollar USD. Okay, a buy on Canadian dollar USD. Let me see if that guy is already looking good to go because I would want to be are opening. Okay, all right, so you can see Canadian dollar is about closing above the 21 EMA right there. All right, so we have currently the what do I call it, the candle, or rather the chart you're looking at is on the 15-minute time frame. So if in case you want to see the exact thing that I'm looking at, it's best you calibrate your chart to the 15-minute time frame. Why be fair? I see you. Welcome, good morning, how you doing? Hope you're doing very, very fine. And yeah, so basically that's what I'm looking out for this morning. Those are the two guys that captured my attention, that made me want to start this live streaming. Okay, I want to also put a disclaimer: this is not the 100% setup. Okay, ideally the best time for me to trade would be towards the New York session, because by that time the morning section must have pretty much played out, and we'll use what price did in the morning to determine what we will do in the afternoon. But like I said, I woke up, I looked at the chart, and I think I like the setup I'm seeing on the chart, and also considering where price is currently trading at. So that's the reason why I decided to open up this live streaming. All right, so we still have like 10 minutes or thereabout to go for this particular candle, the current candle, to completely print. Remember, I told you guys this is a 15-minute time frame. All right, so that means each candle you see here is a 15-minute candle. Sorry, pardon me for keep on clearing my throat, but yeah. um So those are the two pairs we are looking at: a sell on Euro USD, and a buy on Canadian dollar USD. So those are the two currency pairs that I'm aiming for this morning. I I I would also like to look at other guys, but I've pretty much looked at them. And like I said, the only two guys that is actually capturing my attention is these two. So the question now is, are we going to go for a pending order, or are we going to go for a market order? Which one should we go for? Well, I will let you decide on what you want to do. But if you want to follow exactly what I'm doing, I recommend that you pay close attention, or you stay glued to your screen, because I'll be doing all this in real time right here. But apart from that, also, I want to make a mention that this is not financial advice, so don't take my word for it. All right. So basically, the whole aim of FX Adventure is we are here to share ideas, knowledge, and also to entertain you guys. Generally, that's why we are here. So we are not here to tell you how to make millions of dollars, or act like we are some financial institute that advise people on what to use their money for. So this is not financial advice. Trading is risky, mind you. There is high chances that we will enter this trade and it will be a loss. For the guys that have been joining the live stream, will know exactly what I'm saying. Okay, so if you're joining for the first time, just know that this is not financial advice. We are not legally bounded to tell you what to use your money for. Just want to put it out there. Okay, so while we wait, we still have like 7 minutes remaining for this candle to completely print. I know, ideally, why not enter now? Why don't we enter now? The most important thing is for us to be patient, right? I have a set of rules that I follow. All right, until that candle completely closes, that's the only time I would want to jump on this trade. All right. While we are waiting, because we still have like 7 minutes for the current candle that is currently printing to completely print, we'll take our time to maybe look at other pairs and see if there is any other guy that is closely aligned to what we would want to see price to do this morning. That is apart from Euro USD and Canadian dollar USD. All right. So we'll just touch base on maybe S&P 500. S&P 500 is still trading in the area where we are not so much interested in, so nothing so exciting about that. BTC, nothing exciting about that. But for the guys that want to do BTC, I would say tilt towards or a bullish move on BTC for me. But like I said, we are not going to be touching that this morning. I've already looked at US oil. Have I? No, I've not. On UX oil, price is still developing. Most likely, it will be the afternoon section. We would want to see what price is going to do here. Here we have Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. A couple of sell is coming into play. Looking at how this price is aligned, a sell looks more likely to come. But I don't like the current place that price is currently trading at.
Hey guys, this is Ferry Corsten. In the next
Let
60
me
minutes,
see,
you can
let me
listen to the
see,
Ferry's
let me
picks
see,
of
let me
December.
see.
Enjoy.
I'm coming. I need to nest this music. Right, I'm coming, guys. Just give me a minute. Okay, yeah, I'm back now. So, this guy is looking like a sell also, but like I said, I don't like where price is currently. Why do I keep on misplacing this R and L thing? Currently trading at, all right. So, yeah, that's the thing about this guy here, but it looks good for a sell. And what I'm saying is that if you look at the price coming up, there is no gap at all. All of them are tightly arranged. So that means there is less room for resistance. So if this price starts going down, it's going to be an easy fall because there is not much resistance I see here. And also, just like you guys already know, that magnet, there is a magnet there which is a candle without a bottom wick there. So this can also add to your bias on what you expect here. So I expect this price to sell off, at least come back here to close up on that candle without bottom wick. So if you can get a move from this place down to there, I think it's a fair move to grab. But I'm not taking this because of where price is currently trading. Price is currently trading above the 100 EMA, and the only thing that it depicts is that this price is still bullish, or there is still bullish tendency in this price because of the fact that it's trading above the 100 EMA. That's just it, nothing more, nothing less. All right, but yeah, that's for Aussie dollar, Swiss francs. Like I said, I think the sell will still come down, in my own opinion, but I'm not taking it, right. So our we have 3 minutes remaining for the candle to completely print. So in the next 2 minutes or so, we'll be going back to see what Euro USD and Canadian dollar USD is currently doing. On the other side, I would have wanted to go for a buy on USD JPY because of the fact that it correlates positively with DXY, but I don't like the initial price movement before now, so that's why I'm leaving this guy. That's why I'm favoring Canadian dollar USD because USD JPY and Canadian dollar USD, they both positively correlate with DXY. All right, but I think I like that of Canadian dollar much more better compared to what I'm seeing there on USD JPY. On the other hand, this is gold. Gold is aligning itself like what Euro USD is doing, but I'll prefer trading on Euro USD because what am I even saying? Yeah, I'll take the one on Euro USD. I prefer that setup. So that's it. Okay, this guy is flying. I hope it's not going to fly so far from us because the whole essence is for us to get a good entry, right? So we have 2 minutes or 2 minutes or so for this candle to completely print. I think we've come a long way, and I think we can make our decision on what we want to do with price at that level. All right. Mind you, this is not our 100% setup. Would have preferred the afternoon setup. We'll still have afternoon setup, or rather, we'll still have afternoon stream for today. I like the way price is looking like this morning, but I think largely it will be more sweeter and more juicy for the afternoon section. Also, British pound right now is looking very good to go. I don't know, maybe I might even end up favoring British pound against Euro USD. All right, but let's see how the price is going to develop further on that particular guy there. But I'm really loving what British pound is looking like. There is no gap at all. There is no gap at all. So if it's going to fall, it's going to be a complete free fall. A complete free fall. So, but let's pay attention to that. So we have less than a minute to go. I think I'll be heading back to, let me head back to my XNS to see what prices are doing and where they are. So for Canadian dollar USD, it's currently trading above the 21 EMA, which is what we want. Let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD is currently trading above the 21 EMA. That's not what we want. That's not looking good. And oh, the British pound, they later bought everything back up, so that's not looking good. And with this, I'm now tempted to look at what DXY is doing because everything is dependent on DXY. And DXY is actually having some sell-off coming into place. So the question now is, should we take Canadian dollar trade regardless of what DXY is doing? Because Canadian dollar looks like it's trying to hold on above that 21 EMA. But you know, everything is still dependent on what DXY is going to do. All right, we'll just do a thing. I'll go for a market order here. All right, I'll go for a stop loss around there. This will give me about, let's make it $3. All right, $3 will be around, let's keep it there. Okay. A market order on this, let me see, if I reduce this to 0.01, keep it here. I'll risk $1. I'm risking very tiny amount because, like I said, this is morning section. I prefer afternoon section. But I think this is going to be a good trade. So I'm going to risk $1.14 here. You can make the same steps that I'm taking here. Now I want to look at DXY again. Yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm taking it by here. Just $1.14 here. If you want to get the price level, this is the stop loss to whom it may concern. To whomever it may concern. For you, this for CAD USD. If you go for a market order, that's the stop loss there. I used 0.01. If you use 0.01, if the price has not yet started moving up, I think the risk will be around $1.14. Okay. So you can still buy it. It's still around that area. So that stop loss in the chart is what I use for that. And for your TP, you can just aim for double of whatever you put there. So for me, I will just pull out my TP. I know I'm risking $1.14. So that means if I get $2.14, I'll be okay. All right. I'm not risking big because, like I said, this morning section is more or less getting ready for the afternoon section. Ideally, afternoon section is where I like to risk a much more interesting amount. When I mean interesting amount, I'm not even risking. I keep my risk below $10, right? I can risk maybe $5, $6 on a particular move, or sometimes $8, depending. And this is depending because of my account, my portfolio balance, right? Okay, so it's not like I am doing that. If I had a much more bigger capital, maybe I can have a much more bigger risk. But for now, it's morning section, and also just basically it's morning section, so a lot can happen. But I think if price goes our direction, there is high chances that the current low you see here might be the daily low of Canadian dollar USD. All right, so that's that about that. So let's look at DXY is currently getting some red push there, and I think if we check it out on Euro USD, that would also reflect to as a green. So the reason why we are not jumping on Euro USD currently is because of what DXY is doing, right? And also, apart from what DXY is doing, remember we said we wanted price to close below the 21 EMA line there, and price failed to do that. So let's see if they are going to do that after or much later. But for now, you can see they failed to close below the 21 EMA. The only guy that succeeded that we were paying attention to is Canadian dollar USD, which we opened up a very small amount of position there on that. So I dropped the stop loss also on the chart section. So if you want to take that, the stop loss is right there for you. All right, yeah, I think that's that about that. If you have any question or anything at all, you can let me know in the chat section, so I'll answer that. If not, we can just pretty much tilt towards closing the live stream for the morning. All right, I believe this is way easier. You see how fast it is. We don't spend much time here. We just come, go direct to what while we're here, execute our trade, and if there's another discussion you guys want us to have, I'm open for that. But I think this is what my plan was for this morning. The plan was for Euro USD and Canadian dollar though, but you can see Euro USD failed to give us the confirmation we wanted. On the other hand, we saw the confirmation we want on Canadian dollar USD, but I think that move will be in jeopardy if DXY keeps on losing strength. All right, if DXY keeps on losing strength, our move here won't be so fantastic. But if DXY is strong and keeps on pushing, then it means our move here will be ideal and very, very good. All right. I would like to wait a little bit and see how DXY is going to react. So if I'm getting a more positive reaction, I'm not saying that I will, but I might be opening more orders here on Canadian dollar USD. Remember, the first entry I have here, I'm using 0.01. I believe you can use whatever size you want to use. Any lot size you want to use is to your own decision. It's your own decision to make. But I have my reasons for using the lowest, which is 0.01, and I have my reasons for risking $1.13. All right, it gives me room to open more order. All right, so right now I can even open another entry, and still keep my risk low. Okay, so that's that about that. So let's see how this is going to play out. I've already did I give you guys TP? Okay, no, I think I did not. So I said you can just aim for a double of whatever your risk is there. So once you put the stop loss and you have your entry and all of that, you will see the amount you stand to risk. So what you just need to do is when you put your TP, drag it until you see at least double of whatever you are risking there. So that's basically it. But if you want to get the price here that I have here, I would also paste it on the chat section for you guys to see right there. All right, so let me paste it in the chat section also. I'll paste it in the chat section. CAD USD TP. So yeah, right there in the chat section, you have the CAD USD. The first one is the stop loss, I believe. Then the second one is GP. So those are the two price levels. Um, those are the two price level I'm currently using. Okay, those are the two price level I'm currently using. So let's see how this is going to happen. Like I said, if price goes our direction, there is high chances, and when I mean high chances, there is high chances that this low here will be the low of the day. All right, will be the low of the day if everything goes well. With everything, if everything goes well, high probability. I don't know if I spelled that probability right, but you get the point. Low of the day. So there's high probability that that's going to be the low of the day, and if that's what is going to be, then you know what it is. It means that we are early in this entry, and it means our entry here will be one of the best entry we can get for the day. I'm not saying that's what it's going to be. I'm just saying if everything goes well, all right. If the market eventually buys, if the market continue, showing good bullish price structure and movement, there is high chances that this low you guys see here will be the low of today. What it means is that we have all this up, all the price level at the top is for us and us alone, right? Okay, but like I said, it's not casted on concrete. There is no confirmation yet. We would have to wait until the New York section to see what price did in the London section, and we'll now use that to make our decision for the New York section. All right, so this is simply what I called you guys out for, and yeah, so that's basically it for that. Let's see if price can still give us the crossover on Euro USD, or maybe on British Pound USD. All right, but I think I'll focus on Euro USD. Every other guy here is forming bullishness. Everybody is dropping green candle. Only Euro USD is the guy that is still maintaining a bearish status quo here. So would exercise just slightly a little bit more patient to see if Euro USD is finally going to close below our 21 EMA, and I think price is about to do that right now. We have how many minutes remaining? We have 3 minutes remaining. So if price can close just where it is now, we would have another market entry here. Of course, our stop loss will still be somewhat above there. Okay, somewhere above there. And we are going to use another 0.01, which will be a risk of about $1.31 currently. Okay, but we still need to wait. We still have like 3 minutes to go, so we have to wait for that 3 minutes to completely go down. So for this candle to completely print, then we will engage on one more move here. So now you see the reason why I'm using small risk to engage, because we can take more than one. Man, take it easy, just take it easy. I know you want to go down, just take it easy so that we can get a good entry. Euro USD, I know you want to go down, but just take it easy. We don't want them to be rushing all the way down to where we intend to take our TP, right? So we need them to take it easy. As they are going down, they should take it easy so that we can get, oh my god, take it easy now. I don't want to jump on it now. I don't want to FOMO into it. So that's why I'm taking my time. But at the same time, you can see the sell-off is becoming more aggressive as time goes on. All right, so let's wait for it. We need to wait for it to completely close, then we will engage. You can wait for a pullback. All right, maybe if this candle closes now, price might want to do a pullback back into that 21 EMA, then continue selling off. But for me, I think I will engage price regardless of whether pullback or not. So If I engage price direct, then that means I might not be aiming for a 2-to-1 per se. Maybe I might just aim for a 1-to-1 or a 1.5, depending. You get me? Yeah, but it depends on what price does for that. But come on, this price is not taking it easy, man. It's not taking it easy. It's just selling off, which is what we want anyway. It's exactly what we want. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this middle point since price is already trading below there. That's exactly what I'm going to do. We'll use that middle point, and of course our stop loss will be at that top there. Reason because the sell-off is already much. I wouldn't want to be, selling from here. I would want a pullback for me to get a very good price, entry, because where price is currently trading right now is the sell-off was massive, and it's a little bit huge for me to take from that level. So I would wait for a slight pullback. Oh my god, the more I'm talking, the more they are selling off the market. I don't think we are going to get a pullback again on Euro USD. I hope this sell up is giving us a good ripple effect on Canadian dollar USD. Let's see. Okay, well, it's just gradually doing much. Not exciting as what we see on Euro USD. I mean, they just used the one candle to take almost all the TP we had in sight. But let's see, we still wait for this pullback into that zone. All right, so that's the best thing we can do right now. So we have, okay, that candle has completely closed. So right now I will place a pending sell. Just follow my lead because I might not. I'm going to place a pending sell here. If I get a pullback into that zone there, it's okay for me. All right, so I'm going to place it there. I have a pending sale on Euro USD. The price levels are these. Let me point it there. Let me get it for you guys. Hopefully they give us the pullback and continue selling off. For the pending, the opening price for Euro USD is here. EU USD pending, or I will call it entry. The entry price is on the chart, and I'll get you guys the stop loss. I hope they get the pullback. I don't know if the pullback is going to come in. The sell-off is just going on and on and on and on. I don't think we'll get that pullback, but let's see what's going to happen. All right, so that's the entry. For the stop loss, here is the stop loss to use. That's the stop loss to use right there. Okay, that's for Euro USD. I've given you guys the entry. I've given you the stop loss. I'll give you the TP, but for now, let's wait and see if they would take our entry first of all. The trade on Canadian dollar is disappointingly not exciting as what we are seeing on Euro USD, but I think it's reasonably trying. Is it trying its best? Let's see. There's only one way to find out. Okay, well, it's reasonably trying its best, but not exciting as what we are seeing going on Euro USD. Okay, not as exciting as that. Let's see what's going to happen. 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 I didn't envision this live streaming to be this long, but interestingly, it's getting long. Let me see how many minutes we'll spend here. We spent about 34 minutes here. I wouldn't want it to go beyond that. But let's exercise some patience because we currently have some. Okay, this buyback is something I don't like. The buyback is. I know we wanted a pullback, but this buyback is looking like they really want to start switching up on us. Let's look at what the XY is doing. Looks like they want to switch up on us. So I'm very careful about that. We wouldn't want to get caught off. Yes, we want a pullback, but we don't want them to. The manner by which they give that pullback matters a lot. So that's one thing about price, okay? So we want a pullback, yes, but do we want them to be giving us a reversal setup instead of a pullback? No. All right, but let's still see what's going to happen. The ripple effect is going to. You see how it's affecting all these guys. Now I'm tempted to do something, all right? So let's do something, right? Quick decision, right? So what's the word? What's the word now? All right, let's do something, guys. If you took this trade with me, I'm going to propose something, all right? Let's close those orders, right? So what I'm going to do now is, based on what price is doing now, I think the best thing we should do now, and based on my own experience, I might be right, I might be wrong, but just play safe first. Close that Canadian dollar entry, okay? Just close it. Close the pending order, all right? Let's wait for that confirmation again, because this reversal here is shady, all right? It's shady. So let's wait for more confirmation to see what's going to happen. The initial entry looks good, but this reversal here is shady. I want them to show me more price action that will show that they really mean it. But right now, it seems like they don't mean it. They are trying to, either scare people away from the market, or they want to reverse it from there. So that's why I'm playing it safe. So if you're there with me, please, I hope you are still there with me. Just close whatever order you have open, both on Canadian dollar, both depending order, close everything. Let's wait for a more clear confirmation of what price wants to do, then we will engage. I don't like this sell-off here. The ideal thing would have been for price to be strong, maybe close above that level there. See that high there? This is on DXY right now, all right? Assuming price closed above it, it would have increased our confidence on holding that trade. But right now, you see that rejection that came in. I'm not saying the reversal is going to come in immediately, but I just said, based for precaution purpose, just to be careful, I think the best thing we'll do is what? Allow price to close above that level there, all right? On DXY, okay? That line there, then we can try again, all right? So that's why I said delete every order you have. I've deleted mine. You can leave yours. You can leave yours if you have more, faith in it. You can leave it. But for me, I've closed mine, and I have my reasons. All right. So, like I said, it's not casted on concrete, but I think we should wait for that confirmation. All right. So if price can close above that level, close above here for main confirmation. All right, so if price can close above that line there, that's it. That's the final confirmation we have, and we will take the trade. And I will even risk more bigger. All right, so if price closes above there, my risk will become a little bit bigger. So I won't be risking $1 or so. I might be risking up to $6, $5, $8, depending on what price is doing. Okay, so that's why I said I've had experience where they might do something like this and price will eventually go down. So that's why I say let's play it safe. All right. I know we had an entry before. All right. Before we saw that sell-off coming in. So that was what made me a little bit unsettled. All right. Then instead of taking the risk, why not go for something that we are much more sure of having a more higher probability move in? So that's why I said close all pending order, close the open order, then let's wait for that final confirmation to come into play. So if the final confirmation comes into play in this morning section, we will trade it again. But if it doesn't, then we'll now have to wait for the afternoon section, basically. All right. So that's that about that. It was exciting at first, but you see, the excitement can just vanish in a couple of minutes. Okay, so I that's why I recommend we wait. Let's wait a little bit more. All right, let's wait a little bit more. Let's wait a little bit more. All right, let's wait a little bit more. Let me see what British pound is doing. Like I said, British pound looks more. Well, it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. Nothing much has changed. It's still the same thing on British pound. So let's wait for that confirmation, guys. There is no need to rush. Let's just take a chill pill and wait for that confirmation. You see what Canadian okay, no, this one is USD JPY. I want to see what Canadian dollar is doing. Yeah, well, it's still hanging on. But nothing much has changed, but it's still hanging on to the bullish bias. All right, so let's just wait and for price to give us a cleaner price setup. All right. Okay, like I said, I don't want this morning live streaming to be long. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close the live stream. I'll monitor the market further. I'll notify the guys in the Discord channel when I have that confirmation. Then we'll come back again to do this. All right. If you're just joining, we do this every day, and as you can see, we whenever we come live, we don't pre-schedule it. All right, we don't pre-schedule our we come in live here. Rather, we come live when we have setup to take, right? So if you want to keep on joining and don't miss out on quick contents and actions like this, I recommend you subscribe, turn on the notification, because that's the only way you'll be notified. But if you don't want to go with that route, you can also join the Discord channel where I notify my community there before I come live. Okay, so that's that about that. So we'll just keep the stream closed for now, but stay close to your device, your laptop, your phone, whatever you are using, for the guys on the Discord, and I'll be notifying you guys once that confirmation comes in. Also, if you want to do it yourself, what you just need to do is mark out this price level. All right, this price level, you can put an alert there on DXY. I'll paste it on the chat section on DXY. If price closes above, that's the price there on DXY in 15-minute time frame, we will try again. All right, so it's rather safe than stories. All right, so that's one thing I pretty much been able to subject myself to. All right, so if you look at the chat section, that's the further instruction there. So we'll be bringing this live stream to a close, and we will try again once the confirmation comes in. With that, I say thank you for each and every one of you that joined in this little time. It was unfortunate. The entry we saw came in, but the follow-up price wasn't exciting. So that's why we are bringing this current live streaming to a close. But mind you, we'll be returning again once the confirmation we expect comes into play. With this, I say I hope you guys do have a wonderful day. Be productive, be hardworking, be expective, and also pray. All right. I'm a sinner, Sha. Yes, I know. But God forgive me and I keep on praying, all right? I don't know what you worship or what God you worship, but just try and pray, guys. Okay, so with this, I bring this current live stream to a close, and I'll see you guys once we get the confirmation we are expecting. All right, see you guys in my next video. Bye bye for now.